Hello, Assalamualaikum and welcome to our group presentation. Today, I, UKM Mirza bin Saiful Azwar, alongside Nurul Izzah Farhana binti Muhammad Farid, Nurul Fatih Natasha binti Muhammad Bahri, and Nur Zulaika binti Zulkifli, are going to present our group project assignment for Sir Muhammad Fairuz bin Adnan for the course ACC407. In this presentation, we are going to take a look at introduction, background of business, business characteristics, classification of business items, recording process of business, strength and weaknesses of recording process, and last but not least is the conclusion. I'm going to start this presentation with the introduction for this assignment. The purpose of this assignment is to observe and to understand the financial accounting and recording process of a sole proprietorship or partnership business. Furthermore, we expect to understand more about how the business records the accounting process through bookkeeping to prepare for the financial statements. However, there is the challenge of finding a business that keeps the full and detailed information regarding financial transactions and follows the complete accounting process. Successfully, we found a sole proprietorship business that is willing to share about their business accounting process cycle and their methods of bookkeeping. Our group has chosen Bukit Sentosa's branch of Nanostics for us to observe their financial accounting and recording process for this group assignment. Now, let's take a look at the business background. The name of the business is Nanostics Bukit Sentosa and it is owned by Mr. Muhammad Hanis bin Kamsi. The type of business is sole proprietorship and is located at Rawang, Selangor. The capital of the owner is amounted to 80,000 ringgit. This business's activity is selling a variety of electronic devices, mainly the Nanostics brand.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Izzah Farhana binti Muhammad Farid. Today I will be explaining about the business characteristic for Nanostic Cawangan Bukit Sentosa. In this slide, I will be sharing about the type of liability for Nanostic Cawangan Bukit Sentosa. The company operated as a sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship means the simplest business structure owned and run by one individual with no legal separation between owner and the business. As this is a sole proprietorship, the number of owner for the business is only one, and that is Encik Muhammad Hanis bin Kamsi. In Malaysia, sole proprietorship are registered under Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia SSM. Nanostic Cawangan Bukit Sentosa has been operated for 5 years and has been registered with SSM since 2020. The capital contribution was fully contributed by the owner, which is Encik Muhammad Hanis bin Kamsi. Her wife also contributed in the form of additional funding at the beginning of the business venture. For book and accounting keeping, the company appointed only one staff to prepare a full set of accounting and to handle administrative tasks and documentation. Accounting reports are prepared annually since the past 5 years. As the sole owner of the business establishment, the owner received the entirety of all profits and also responsible for all the losses, liabilities and debts, since he has no shareholders and no partners to split them with.
Hi, my name is Nur Fatih Natasha binti Muhammad Bahri. I will begin with the balance sheet of Nanostics Berhad as at 31st December 2025. The balance sheet reflects the company's financial position at the end of the year, showing how the business is structured and how resources are deployed. As at year-end, total assets amounted to 326,000. Non-current assets primarily consist of renovation and furniture, as well as one-off investment in a security system. This asset represents long-term investment meant to support business expansion, operational efficiency, and risk management. Current assets include closing inventory of 30,000 and cash and bank balances of 100,000. This indicates that the company maintains sufficient working capital to support day-to-day operations and ongoing trading activities. Importantly, The company has no external liabilities as at year-end. This places Nanostate Sdn Bhd in a strong financial position, especially in an environment of rising interest rates and tighter credit conditions. On the equity side, the business is funded by paid-up capital of 80,000, supplemented by retained earnings generated from profitable operations during the year. Overall, the balance sheet reflects a financially stable structure with prudent asset investments and low financial risk, positioning the company well for sustainable growth. Profit and loss performance of Nanostate Sdn Bhd for the financial year. For the year under review, the company achieved total revenue of 2.22 million, driven mainly by strong product sales, with additional contribution from engraving service revenue. In terms of operating activity, cost of sales amounted to 1.46 million. This includes opening inventory at the beginning of the year, ongoing monthly restocking, and closing inventory at year-end. The movement in inventory reflects active trading and consistent demand throughout the year. As a result, the company recorded a gross profit of approximately 768,000, demonstrating healthy margins despite cost pressures from suppliers and market conditions. Operating expenses totaled 300,510 ringgit, with major components including employee salaries, statutory contributions such as EPF and SOCSO, rental, utilities, insurance, and other administrative costs. These expenses reflect the cost of sustaining daily business operation and supporting human capital. After all expenses, Nanostate Sdn Bhd generated a net profit of approximately 460,000 for the year. This indicates that the company remains resilient and profitable despite operating in a competitive and inflationary business environment.
Hi everyone, I am Zulaika and I will explain the recording process. The purpose of the recording process is to ensure that a business financial records are accurate at the end of each accounting period. Moreover, the recording process helps to reflect the true financial performance of the businesses. Nanostate Bukit Sentosa, owned by Encik Muhammad Hanis, follows an accounting cycle consisting of 5 steps. The business records several types of documents, including bank statements, payment vouchers, receipt vouchers, and expense bills. During the Google Meet with Muhammad Hanis, he explained that this process is handled either by himself or by staff before being forwarded to the outsourced accountant. Next, the journals involved are the sales journals, purchase journal, cash payment journal, and general journal. The outsourced accountant for Nanostate Bukit Sentosa records all vape shop transactions in the appropriate journals. After all transactions are recorded, the outsourced accountant posts the journal entries into the general ledger. This process helps classify accounts into assets, liabilities, equity, income, and expenses. It also ensures that all records are properly organized and allows the account to check the accuracy and completeness of the financial information. A trial balance is also prepared by the outsourced accountant after all journal entries have been posted to the general ledger. Any errors in journal or ledger posting will be detected in trial balance. Trial balance is used to verify total debits equal to total credits in the accounting system. The final step is the preparation of financial statements. Based on the interview with Encik Muhammad Hanis, the profit of Nanostate has increased every year, showing that the business is growing and performing well. In conclusion, the accounting cycle helps a business record transactions correctly and prepare financial statements for decision making. Without a well-managed accounting cycle, a business would struggle to monitor its operation and achieve long-term sustainability.
The accounting recording process for sole proprietorship has strengths and weaknesses that arise mainly from the small size of the business and the close relationship between the owner and the enterprise. One major strength is its simplicity, as the recording process is usually straightforward and easy to maintain. often involving basic bookkeeping method that do not require advanced accounting knowledge. This simplicity makes the system cost-effective since the owner can keep record personally without hiring professional accountant or investing in complex accounting software. Another advantage is flexibility because the owner has full control over how transactions are recorded and can easily adapt the system to meet the specific needs of the business. In addition, the smaller volume of transaction allows for easier tracking and correction of errors, and financial information can be accessed quickly to support day-to-day decision-making. However, despite this strength, the accounting recording process in a sole proprietorship also has notable weakness. There are many weaknesses in sole proprietorship accounting recording, such as the lack of separation between business and personal transactions, which can lead to confusion, inaccurate records, and difficulty in determining the true financial performance of the business. The process also suffers from weak internal control since one person usually handles recording, authorizing, and reviewing transactions, increasing the risk of error or fraud going undetected. Furthermore, records may be less formal and may not fully comply with standard accounting principles, reducing their reliability and usefulness for external users such as bank, investor, or tax authorized. As the business grows, the simple recording system may become inefficient and inadequate to handle increased transaction volume, requiring significant changes. Overall, while the accounting recording process for a sole proprietorship is practical and economical for small operations, it may lack accuracy, reliable, and scalability in the long term.
So for conclusion, this group assignment has given us the chance to observe the financial accounting and recording process of a sole proprietorship, particularly Nanostics Bukit Sentosa. By analysing the accounting cycle of the business, we can do our research on how Nanostics Bukit Sentosa manages its financial documents, from document sourcing to financial statements. However, due to a few limitations, some information in the accounting cycle is less detailed, which restricts our ability to do our research into the business more deeply. So, that is all from our group's project presentation. We would like to thank Sir Muhammad Fairuz bin Adnan and our classmates from ACC407. Thank you for watching and Assalamualaikum.